In the year 2008, at an high altitude of 12,000 feet in Arunachal Pradesh, India, a military camp of Indian Army was being constructed. A worker working here, after finishing his job, goes to a local market where he buys some food and he started heading back to the military camp. He took a shortcut so that he could reach the camp before it gets dark, but several hours passed. He did not reach the military camp. He went missing from the military camp for the entire night. The next day, a local man passing from the same road with his horse sees this man. This worker was sitting on the empty road on his shopping bag. He was sitting in a very strange manner. It looked quite unusual for someone sitting like this in the cold, snowy weather. He thought that this worker was probably drunk. He calls out this worker, but there was no response. When he slowly gets closer to him, he saw that this worker's neck is broken and he is not breathing and he is dead. His mobile phone and money were scattered nearby, as if he was trying to call for help before all this thing happened to him. This incident did not look like a theft or a robbery, as all of his belongings were untouched. Looking at his neck, it does not seem that it was broken due to any accident, because if there was an accident, he would have been found lying on the ground. But he was sitting in a very strange manner on his shopping bag. There was no marks or anything else on the rest of his body, not even any other injury or bleeding. Only his neck was broken, due to which he died on that spot. Later, when he was taken to the doctor said that the way the neck is broken, it is very difficult for any human to do this because a lot of strength is required for that. A wild animal like bear can do this, but also there were no marks of any claws on his body. So who killed him? In investigation, doctors found a hair on his body. When this hair was checked, it turned out to be neither a human hair or an animal hair. The police also found a giant footprint where that worker died, seeing which the local people said that this footprint is of Yeti, an ape-like creature found in this region of Himalayas, a mythical beast. Local people said that Yeti roams in this area, and they believe that this worker was killed by a Yeti. But what is the truth about this? You might have heard a lot about Yeti on social media. But does any scientific proof exist of the existence of Yeti or not? Is it really a mythical beast or just a normal animal that is misunderstood? 11 years later after this incident, on April 29, 2019, Indian Army tweets from its Twitter handle, for the first time any government body acknowledged the existence of mythical beast Yeti. They were 32 inches long and 15 inches wide, quite bigger than any human feet and 3 times bigger than any gorilla or bear's feet. But the stories of Yeti and its sightings are thousands of years old. From ancient era to the modern times, many people have claimed to see Yeti. According to them, it is a large ape-like creature which is bigger than humans in size, about 10 to 12 feet. It has long arms, very muscular chest, found in the Himalayan region of India, Nepal, Bhutan and China. The people often told that it has reddish brown or black-grey hair on the rest of its body, and its body is stiff. It cannot bend its body and it cannot look back. It can only walk straight on 2 legs. It also carries a big stone in its hand which it uses as a weapon. People of Bhutan who believe in Yeti say that Yeti are usually seen alone or in pairs. Very rarely they are seen in groups. They communicate with each other by whistling. Sometimes they smile and make strange sounds. Some societies and religions in the Himalayas also worship these apes as a godly figure. It lives in high, snowy areas. The stories of Yeti's origin is from 800 years old ancient text written in Tibetan ethnic stories. In fact, The word Yeti also originated from the Tibetan language, which means cliff tackling bear, a bear that roams in rocks. According to this ancient Tibetan script, a mythological story of a monkey who God sent to Tibet to meditate and was meditating. At the same time, a female demon fell in love with him. She asked that monkey to marry her, but monkey said that he is a celibate, a person who abstains from marriage and relationships. The demoness said that if he did not marry to her, she would marry a demon and then they would have monster children who would destroy everything. So after that, monkey decides to marry the demoness. They had 6 monkey human children. After that, different kinds of children kept being born for generations and generations, and these children came to be known as Yeti. Not even today, say even centuries ago, the stories of Yeti were so famous that when Alexander the Great conquered some parts of India in the year 326 BC, he demanded to see Yeti, but local people refused him, saying that Yeti can only survive on high hills, therefore we cannot bring it to lower altitudes. The stories of Yeti were only famous in the region of Himalayas until 1951, when a British explorer, Eric Shifton, for the first time took a photo of the footprint of Yeti, a giant footmark on the snow, which made Yeti and its story famous around the world. People from all over the world started coming to Himalayas in search of Yeti. After seeing this craze for Yeti in year 1959, the governments of America and Nepal came together to make some regulations. From now onwards, a royalty fee of $800 was to be paid if anyone wanted to take a permit to come and search for Yeti. Secondly, a ban was imposed on killing Yeti. You can kill Yeti as an act of self-defense, but you cannot attack Yeti from your side in advance. The government of Nepal has also given permission to capture Yeti alive, but if this happens, they were asked to surrender it to the Nepal government. There was definitely a purpose behind making these regulations. The government of Nepal and America felt that Yeti could be real. Despite these government regulations, many people came to Nepal and many expeditions were conducted, and there were numerous claims about sightings of unusually tall ape roaming in the snow. But no one was able to capture Yeti. A group of explorers claimed to capture a Yeti and took it to the police station in the cage, where they found it was not a Yeti, but a regular habitat of this region, Himalayan brown bear, nothing close to Yeti. Most of the sightings of Yeti were misidentification of Himalayan brown bear, who also sometimes walk on 2 legs like Yeti and humans. Apart from few sightings and legends, no one till this date have met a Yeti or even has a picture of it. Even scientists have concluded that Yeti is a mythological creature that does not exist in reality. During further investigation of that murder happened in Arunachal Pradesh in 2008, the cause of death of that worker was still unknown. But interesting thing was found in that case, that the hair which was found on the worker's body was neither of human or not of any animal. But when they further tested, it was found that actually this thing was not a hair. It was part of some branch or a tree, maybe parts of plants or a leaf, but definitely not a human or an animal hair. And that tweet by the Indian Army was not widely appreciated by the users. In fact, it was trolled by the users, as only one single foot was visible, as if Yeti was doing a catwalk or jumping with one leg. Experts estimate that all of the species that exist on Earth today, scientists have only been able to document 20% of those species. Every year, still many new plant and animal species are found. The planet Earth is full of mysteries and unknown species yet to be discovered. But Yeti is not one of them. It is just a mythical supernatural creature mentioned in ancient texts. We can conclude that they are as real as unicorns in Scotland and dragons in Wales. So that's it for this video. I hope you discovered some amazing new things about Yeti. And I will see you all again in some other video with another interesting topic. Till then, goodbye.